a painter friend of mine, Connie Bangs, who modeled for this. That one was an awful painting for the longest time. It looked like Tinkerbell. It was most annoying. I left it and then went to England and was talking to a painter friend of mine in England saying how this painting really irritated me and I didn't know what was wrong with it. And as soon as I got home, it was on my easel. I'd been away from it long enough that I knew what to do, and I started destroying the figure. I started taking away what I didn't like, and it suddenly got this whole new life. And it became something that I hadn't intended originally, but had hoped to maybe found a new image for myself. It's photorealistic in the foreground, but then that whole landscape in the background, the pool with the monster in it, and all of that is made up. This one can go upside down or right side up. It seems to work both ways. In fact, I like it flipped around a little better. This one again harkens back to those times when we're removed from the world. Only this figure has eyes and a mouth. She's beginning to speak. Guardians of the Threshold. There are two lizards that are combating each other up there. Well, actually it's called rites of passage, but one lizard wants to get past the other lizard. And then the last three slides that I have here are collage, and they're what's in my studio at the moment. I'm considering them. I'm not sure what I'm going to do with them, if anything, but I thought I'd show you what's there at the moment. It was an article on computer-generated images. I love the color. Cut it up. National Geographic, great paper. So I really speeded along here. So are there any questions that any of you have? Anything you'd like to?
Are you actually collaging the National Geographic pages on there?
Yes.
How do you think they'll hold up?
They won't. They're not archival. I've looked into that, and if I was going to do collage, thinking of trying to save it as artwork, I would use a thing called jade glue that I have used in the past, but I hate it because it's a water-soluble glue. And what happens is I'm just waiting for them to invent something that's going to work like rubber cement. That's what I use. And you know what rubber cement's going to do. Eventually it's going to come through and the whole thing is going to be ruined. But for me, it's not to go out in the world. I've been asked to do collage shows, and I show them. I'll maybe do a color Xerox of it if somebody wants a reproduction of it. But it's not going to last. But it's a quick way for me to be able to work. But you use this other glue, all the glues, glue sticks, everything. It wrinkles the paper. And then you have to put another piece of paper on top of it, and you have to force it out, and it just, it's very tedious and heavy to work that way.
Have you found out anything to put on top to protect it from light on collage?
I suppose it was very much like prints. There are certain colors that are going to come out with light. There's a very limited life. Especially the reds. The reds would just go pretty fast. They do have glasses that are photosensitive. Somehow they keep the rays from hitting the work directly. But they also put up a barrier. You're aware that you can't really look at the surface. I understand they've done that to Botticelli. They've put Botticelli in these glorious paintings of his behind plastic barriers, because some nut attacked one of his paintings, and so it's ruined for everybody else. You can't get near the canvas now. like you used to be able to do. Yes?
I'm curious about your working process with the slides, and how much do you use them, and how far do you go with them? You paint from them, or?
No, I don't. What I do is I use them to project the image, and I make notations of dark and light for myself. You know, I just do a graphite drawing, and many times I'll draw for, well, if it's a really large canvas, I might have 25 hours worth of drawing on the canvas. But then that's it. I can't. I tried once. I know people that work that way. I don't know how they do it. How do they mix color when there's color up there? I really enjoy being here. I also look forward to seeing your work and visiting you in the studios. I hope I have a chance to do that. I've heard wonderful things. I'm so impressed with the catalog. That new catalog, I wanted to sign up for I don't know how many courses. It's like going in Howard Johnson's, you know, and only having one mouth to give to your country, you know. And only have one ice cream cone. Which one is it you're going to sign up for? I'd love to see what's happening in the computers, and oh, you have such facilities here. It's just wonderful. Thank you. I was going to read through this, but I thought, no, time. Oh, I hope so.
I hope you do get us there. I'm Katie Vermillion.
Nice to meet you, Katie Vermillion. What a wonderful name.
I have a brother named Art Vermillion.
Oh, you're kidding. Oh, that's fabulous. So are you an undergrad or grad
I'm
student?
graduate, and this is my last quarter.
Is it?
But I really hope you get to come by Wallen tomorrow. I'd love to have you see my work.